You have to cultivate a ruthless mindset that in the face of rejection and the face of uncertainty, you will prosper. Because that is an inevitable part of this industry, especially in your first year. You will be on different accounts. Some will fire you. Some will test you. Your nervous system will feel fried. You will sacrifice sleep. You will probably wake up in the middle of the night objection handling. And you'll probably only talk about sales, that your friends are going to get tired and annoyed with you, and you're going to spend more time with the people in your online communities than the people in your real life. But it's because you are going through a period of actually locking in, of borderline like obsessiveness. Coaching reps to their first 10 to 15K months is actually one of the hardest things to do as a trainer. And I'm going to go into this video exactly why, because there are 3 key things that you need to be willing to do to actually crack that income goal that everybody supposedly wants. Now, I've trained over 100 reps and I've noticed these exact same patterns. Okay, there is a reason why sales programs in the high ticket industry either focus on just complete newbies, like get into the industry, break into the industry, will guarantee you placement, right? Or they're looking for reps that already have their bearings, that want to do more advanced sales training. I'm going to go into exactly why and what you can do to set yourself up for success. And if you are looking for the right program, if you like my style, if you like what I have to say, we do have a paid community. You can always reach out, just DM me training if this resonates with you. And if it doesn't, all good. There's plenty of good trainings out there. Now look, this is the high ticket sales space. There's people that tell you to break into the industry. It's a lot of the femme coaches out there. No shade to them. They make a lot of money, right? But it's all about how do you break into the industry? Lifestyle, through high ticket sales will get you rich with minimal work, right? Now, you'd be surprised. A lot of people fall for that. And on the other side, there's more advanced sales training, right? Scriptless selling, identity selling, right? Challenger method, conviction-based selling, right? All that stuff is good, but when should you layer that on? Because the majority of you are right here, stuck between 3K and 5K per month. It's not just you, by the way. Actually, 80% of sales reps don't make more than 65 to 80K per year, yet this is supposedly one of the highest paying industries, right? We're going to break into exactly why. So before I go into the 3 things that within your first 3 to 6 months, you need to be willing to do. This is not, as they say in the movie, this is not advice. This is a prescription. I'm going to go into the lay of the land of the industry. See, getting people into high ticket sales is all about selling the dream, right? A lot of these programs have fake guarantees. They get you access to portals that are a little bit outdated, but their delivery is just about teaching you the ins and outs of the industry and getting you there. They can get away with giving you very minimal sales training because they're not really about making you more money. They're about helping you get into the industry, land your first role. And the thing about those things, it's not like they're inherently bad, but there is a lot of shit offers in this industry. There is a lot of shark founders, meaning they don't know what they're doing, but they want to take advantage of commission-only sales reps. So they're hiring reps when they'd have no system set up to set you up for success, right? And so these offers can get away with landing you an offer and just putting you on one of those, right? So they did their job, but it doesn't mean you're going to make any money. So this is all about selling the dream. On the other side, and by the way, this was me for a while. But when I first started coaching, because I was still selling and I was also selling my recruiting services, I was only taking on reps that were already on an offer, making good money, because our coaching could be immediately implemented. And there's a lot of programs that will only take you on if you're already making money, because all they have to do is give you the training and they know you have an offer where you can implement it right away and you're going to see more results. But what about the 80% of y'all? Why do a lot of coaches stay away from this? Well, it's because it's the hardest to actually break you out of. And I'm going to go into why. I've done it dozens of times, and I'll be honest, sometimes it busts my balls, but it's rewarding. And I really love every single one of my students in my community. But there are 3 key things that you must be willing to do to crack your first 10 to 15K a month. 1 is undeniable skill development. 2 is your ability to offer stack. And 3 It is your mindset. But what do I mean by mindset? It's not fucking quitting. Let's break it down piece by piece. You will not make it far in this industry without being willing to cultivate your skill set. Now, you don't have to pay people. Okay, there's two ways to do it. Reality is most of you guys don't have what it takes for the first one. The first one is volume. And when I say volume, I don't mean 3 to 5 calls a day. I mean 200 to 300 outbound dials, self-setting and closing, and being a maniac taking 10 to 12 calls a day or working 10 to 12 hours per day, 6 to 7 days a week. That is how you have enough volume that you just start to understand persuasion at a core level, because you've stacked the proof in your favor, stacked the odds in your favor. The other is investing in training, right? That's why most people invest, is like they don't want to go through the year of uncertainty and of just like ruthless work ethic, right? They want to invest in someone who's done it so they can avoid the mistakes, right? So investing in your skill set so you can understand human behavior, so you can understand how to run a discovery, how to handle objections, right? Because that's going to help you stack multiple offers. Now, I do not want to encourage offer hopping. I think it's one of like the things about this industry that's quite frustrating, but it's not always the rep's fault. There is a lot of offers out there that are doing $50,000 or less per month, right? That think it's time to hire a salesperson. And a lot of the times they are just hoping that a salesperson comes on and builds their business for them. They have no systems, they have no assets. And because a commission-only salesperson doesn't, there's not inherent risk to it, they don't care if you're on the offer making the money or not. That's one of the things you need to be cognizant of, right? And that's why in the beginning, your first offer might last for a month or two, and you might not make any money. You might need to be like taking 1, 2, 3 offers on at the same time and like getting a little stressed out so you can actually find the one that's going to make you money. But to do that, it takes skill. And I'm not talking about track record, because a lot of you in the beginning don't have a huge track record, but I'm talking about your ability to stand out in the application process, your ability to actually leverage your network, and your ability to interview well, okay? And then the third thing is your mindset, okay? And I'm not talking about just mindset of like, I'm gonna make it, but you have to cultivate a ruthless mindset that in the face of rejection and the face of uncertainty, you will prosper, because that is an inevitable part of this industry, especially in your first year. You will be on different accounts. Some will fire you. Some will test you. Your nervous system will feel fried. You will sacrifice sleep. You will probably wake up in the middle of the night objection handling. And you'll probably only talk about sales, that your friends are going to get tired and annoyed with you, and you're going to spend more time with the people in your online communities than the people in your real life. But it's because you are going through a period of actually locking in, of borderline like obsessiveness. And it's required, because what you're really doing is you're proving again that in the face of uncertainty, because you don't know how long this period of not making money might last. It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, right? That you're proving to yourself that in the face of uncertainty, you have what it takes to make it through. And in the face of rejection, that you will not buckle. Because in the beginning, get ready to get way more no's than you're getting yeses. But if you are okay sticking through that, you will cultivate a mental fortitude that no one will take from you. And no matter what this industry throws at you, you will take it on the chest and you will be fine. And if one offer blows up after your biggest month, you will have no problem stacking a second offer, because you have the mental fortitude and the skill set to deliver. And this is why most sales coaching programs stay away from the rep that's just starting their journey. I mean, I don't, because I think I'm a goddamn good coach, because they have to target all 3 of those things. It's a full stack game. Skill development, so you can be a producer and not just an inbound baby bird. The days of the inbound baby bird closer are dying, because business owners are starting to shift to a full stack rep, which, by the way, they are willing to pay more for. You have to teach your reps how to interview and not just send some crappy Loom video, but how to go above and beyond, how to be memorable in a group interview, how to stand out, how to be confident. but also the mental side of things. How to train your nervous system through to handle inconsistencies and ups and downs, the ebbs and flows. How to kill your people pleaser so you can challenge, so you can stand up for yourself, so you can create boundaries that are going to help you win, right? But also prove to yourself that you have what it takes to essentially be self-employed and be an entrepreneur, because that's what sales really will force you to be, is someone that takes home what they're able to produce. These three things are very hard to do at scale because you have to take into account a rep's skills in the different areas. So if you are looking for more hands-on training, you can always join the Cafe community. We focus on all these three things. That's why we do not do, guaranteed placement, but all my reps get jobs, get great roles because they know how to interview, right? And when you go up against a rep that is training skill-wise and knows how to interview, and you're on an interview feeling entitled because you paid someone for a guaranteed job, right? And my students are like, cool, let's objection handle right now in front of 10 people on a group interview. I will show you what I have. And you are too timid to do that, you are not going to get the role. This is a competitive game. Okay? So these are the three things required in your first 3 to 6 months for you to crack that first 10 to 15K month. And once you do that, what you're doing and you're proving to yourself is that you can make the amount of money that you say you want to make. Because when you can crack 10 to 15K a month, you see how close 20 is. And when you crack 20, you see how close 30 is, just a few sales away. And if your calendar doesn't allow for it, well, you just stack on another role, or you get creative to fill up your white space. That is what's required. That's why most coaches stay away from it. And if you are looking for more help, the Cafe is for Closers community. We'll happily have you. Peace.